Indie Mogul.
Whoa! Hollywood took a nosedive at the box office this weekend with neither Yes Man or 7 Pounds reaching the 20 million mark. Yes, it was the battle for mediocrity between Jim Carrey and Will Smith. Who walked away with at least a little dignity? Let's find out with some movie math. Was it the snowstorm in the Northeast, the tanking economy, or did the new batch of movies simply not appeal to audiences? Regardless of the culprit, the box office tanked, with Jim Carrey weekly claiming the #1 spot with a little over 18 million. Unfortunately, that's right on par with his most recent films, number 23 and Fun with Dick and Jane, which each debuted with 14 million. As I noted in Friday's Beyond the Trailer, Carrey made this movie for no money up front, hoping to get a percentage of the profits. But if this keeps up, well, at least he can write it off on his taxes as charity work. Once again, we asked you to rate Yes Man on a 1 to 10, and just like audience members on Beyond the Trailer, you gave it a 6. And the winner of this week's one-sentence review challenge is 187 Lockdown, who says 6 out of 10, like a glove. An enjoyable flick that's worth a watch, but it won't have me quoting lines for the next decade like Ace Ventura and Dumb and Dumber. Earlier this week, after The Day the Earth Stood Still, starring Smith's son Jaden, debuted at #1, Will Smith boasted that any film starring a Smith was guaranteed to top the box office. Well, Smith, looks like you jinxed yourself, because 7 Pounds opened at #2, bringing in only 16 million. The last time a Will Smith movie debuted with less than 20 million was 2001's Ali and 2000's The Legend of Bagger Vance. Looks like Will Smith might enjoy a good cry, but audiences aren't interested in joining him. You're no Meryl Streep, Smith. Accept it and move on. And in third place was the weekend's other wide release, The Tale of Despereaux, with 10.5 million. Armed with an impressive cast of voices, a so-so 52% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, and no real competition for kiddie eyeballs over the holidays, Despereaux should perform solidly before moving on to Kid Flick Heaven, the eternal shelf life of DVD. Also of note this weekend, The Day the Earth Stood Still fell an alarming 67%, For Christmas is past the 100 million mark, and awards favorite Slumdog Millionaire grew 45%, giving it the #8 spot nationwide despite only playing in 589 theaters. I saw another awards favorite movie this weekend. I'll tell you which one after the break.
The community very much has its roots in the internet. I don't think anybody would be able to figure out how to hack a Nintendo if there wasn't like some guy in Sweden who was there like doing it for a long time.
WePCTV is brought to you by ASUS and Intel. You dream it, ASUS builds it, Intel inside.
This weekend I went to the movies in New Jersey at a major multiplex, only to find it virtually empty on a Saturday night. I decided to see Gran Torino, and I did not like it. Felt it was too heavy-handed and simplistic. For instance, Eastwood's character is supposed to be haunted by his memories of fighting in Korea, but it only takes him like 15 minutes to warm up to his new Asian immigrant neighbors. A little too convenient. I also would have liked some backstory as to why his own family was just so awful. I mean, Eastwood's grandkids show up at their own grandmother's funeral wearing street clothes, giggling, and texting each other during the service. That's just over the top. And at the end of the movie, Eastwood sings. I can only describe it as eerily similar to Rolf the dog singing. However, as you can see from when Beyond the Trailer covered it, many of Eastwood's older fans loved the movie, and my dad loved it too. But if you're not an Eastwood fan, I wouldn't bother. As always, thanks for checking out Movie Math, and be sure to check back on December 26th and 27th as Beyond the Trailer covers all 5 major Christmas Day releases. I'm Grace Randolph, and we just did some Movie Math.
Subscribe, comment, rate it.